This pod series continues discussing some worldly and hereafter benefits of possessing true faith in Islam, meaning, faith which is supported by actions. The next benefit of faith is that it encourages patience. People face trials and difficulties in every moment of their lives, but having faith and certainty serves to comfort and console them. Actualizing faith helps one adopt patience so that they obtain an uncountable reward. A narration found in Musnad Ahmad, number 2803, advises that being patient over the things one dislikes leads to a great reward. Chapter 39, verse 10.
Indeed, the patient will be given their reward without account.
Patience is a key element required in order to fulfill the three aspects of faith. Fulfilling the commands of Allah, the Exalted, refraining from His prohibitions and facing destiny, but a higher and more rewarding level than patience is contentment. This is when a Muslim deeply believes that Allah, the Exalted, only chooses the best for His servants and they therefore prefer His choice over their own. Chapter 2, verse 216.
But perhaps you hate a thing and it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing and it is bad for you. And Allah knows, while you know not.
A patient Muslim understands that anything which affected them, such as a difficulty, could not have been avoided even if the entire creation aided them. Similarly, whatever missed them could not have affected them. The one who truly accepts this fact will not exult and grow proud over anything they obtain knowing Allah, the Exalted, allocated that thing to them. Nor will they grieve over anything which they fail to obtain knowing Allah, the Exalted, did not allocate that thing to them and nothing in existence can alter this fact. Chapter 57, verses 22 to 23.
No disaster strikes upon the earth or among yourselves, except that it is in a register before we bring it into being. Indeed that for Allah is easy. In order that you not despair over what has eluded you, and not exult in pride over what He has given you.
In addition, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, has advised in a narration found in Sunnah ibn Majah, number 79, that when something occurs a Muslim should firmly believe it was decreed and nothing could have changed the outcome. And a Muslim should not have regrets believing they could have prevented the outcome if they somehow behaved differently, as this attitude only causes the devil to encourage them towards impatience and complaining about destiny. A patient Muslim truly understands that whatever Allah, the Exalted, has chosen is best for them even if they do not observe the wisdom behind it. The one who is patient does desire a change in their situation and even supplicates for it, but they do not complain about what has occurred. Being persistently patient can lead a Muslim to a greater level, namely, contentment. The one who is content does not desire things to change, as they know the choice of Allah, the Exalted, is better than their choice. This Muslim firmly believes and acts on the narration found in Sahih Muslim, number 7500. It advises that every situation is best for the believer. If they encounter a problem they should show patience, which leads to blessings. And if they experience times of ease they should show gratitude, which also leads to blessings. It is important to know that Allah, the Exalted, tests those He loves. If they show patience they will be rewarded, but if they are angered it only proves their lack of love for Allah, the Exalted. This is confirmed in a narration found in Jami' at-Tirmidhi, number 2396. A Muslim should be patient or content with the choice and decree of Allah, the Exalted, in both times of ease and hardship. This will reduce one's distress and provide them with much blessings in both worlds. Whereas, impatience will only destroy the reward they could have received. Either way, a Muslim will go through the situation decreed by Allah, the Exalted, but it is their choice whether they desire reward or not. A Muslim will never reach full contentment until their behavior is equal in times of difficulty and ease. How can a true servant go to the Master, namely, Allah, the Exalted, for a judgment and then become unhappy if the choice does not match their desire? There is a real possibility that if a person gets what they desire it will destroy them. A Muslim should not worship Allah, the Exalted, on the edge, meaning, when the divine decree matches their wishes they praise Allah, the Exalted, and when it does not they become annoyed, acting as if they know better than Allah, the Exalted. Chapter 22, verse 11.
And of the people is he who worships Allah on an edge. If he is touched by good, he is reassured by it. But if he is struck by trial, he turns on his face to the other direction. He has lost this world and the hereafter. That is what is the manifest loss.
A Muslim should behave with the choice of Allah, the Exalted, as if they would behave with a skilled, trustworthy doctor. The same way a Muslim would not complain taking bitter medicine prescribed by the doctor knowing it is best for them. They should accept the difficulties they face in the world knowing it is best for them. In fact, a sensible person would thank the doctor for the bitter medicine, and similarly an intelligent Muslim would thank Allah, the Exalted, for any situation they encounter. In addition, a Muslim should review the many verses of the Holy Quran and the narrations of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, which discuss the reward given to the patient and content Muslim. Deep reflection on this will inspire a Muslim to remain steadfast when facing difficulties. For example, chapter 39, verse 10.
Indeed, the patient will be given their reward without account.
Another example is mentioned in a narration found in Jami' at-Tirmizi, number 2402. It advises that when those who patiently face trials and difficulties in the world receive their reward on Judgment Day, those who did not face such trials will wish they patiently faced difficulties such as their skin being cut off with scissors. In order to gain patience and even contentment with what Allah, the Exalted, chooses for a person, they should seek and act on the knowledge found within the Holy Quran and the traditions of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, so that they reach the high level of excellence of faith. This has been discussed in a narration found in Sahih Muslim, number 99. Excellence in faith is when a Muslim performs deeds, such as the prayer, as if they can witness Allah, the Exalted. The one who reaches this level will not feel the pain of difficulties and trials, as they will completely be immersed in the awareness and love of Allah, the Exalted. This is similar to the state of the women who did not feel pain when cutting their own hands when they observed the beauty of the Holy Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, chapter 12, verse 31.
And gave each one of them a knife and said to Joseph, "Come out before them." And when they saw him, they greatly admired him and cut their hands and said, "Perfect is Allah. This is not a man. This is none but a noble angel."
If a Muslim cannot reach this high level of faith, they should at least try to reach the lower level mentioned in the narration quoted earlier. This is the level where one is constantly aware they are being observed by Allah, the Exalted. The same way a person would not complain in front of an authoritative figure they feared, such as an employer. A Muslim who is constantly aware of the presence of Allah, the Exalted, will not complain about the choices he makes.